information about Canada.
Canada has the world's largest coastline.
Yes, that is
It
true.
does.
That's true. There's other fun facts about Canada as well.
For example?
They're a lot of fun.
Oh, Migo. Do you know the longest covered bridge in the world is in New Brunswick, Canada?
That's in Canada.
That is in Canada.
Yeah.
They have provinces
right?
there, not states.
Crazy.
This
lady is smart.
She's good.
She's great.
Gonna rep the courage in class here.
I just hit my teeth at the mic.
Did you know as well that the largest unguarded border exists between the United States and Canada?
That's terrifying.
That's very scary.
Because basically there are no biological telltale signs that...
They look just like us.
Yeah, there's nothing that really says to you outright that that's a Canadian.
There's
so
no way to
basically,
tell. There could be one in this very room.
This room could be filled with Canadians.
Canadian.
Yeah, I mean, there's...
because you look just like you.
You could be dating someone for 12 months and never know that that person is Canadian.
It just never came up.
Maestro?
Whoops.
Basically what we're saying, folks, is that we hear a lot of talk about terrorism from the Middle East and immigration from Mexico, but where we ought to be looking is north.
That's right.
Right.
To the great white north.
That's right.
Because they can cross our borders unfettered.
They're going to come and they're going to steal our women.
Like that. And our food. So let this be a lesson to each and every one of you out there.
Stay awake.
Watch out, they might be Canadian. Watch out, they might be Canadian. Watch out, they might be Canadian. They might be Canadian. They might be Canadian.
Hey, did you know that Canadians get free health care?
No.
It's true. It's government subsidized. They can get a gaping head wound, go to the hospital, have it stitched up, and never have to pay a single bill.
That is insane.
You know what that means? You know what that means? Canadians can't be destroyed.
Oh my God!
Watch out, they might be Canadian. Watch out, they might be Canadian. Watch out, they might be Canadian. They might be Canadian. They might be Canadian.
You guys, I have some bad news. I know this is a bad time to tell you this, but my grandfather was born in Quebec.
No!
Yes, it makes me 1/4 Canadian.
There you go, folks. Case in point. You just never know.
Watch out, they might be Canadian. Watch out, they might be Canadian. Watch out, they might be Canadian. They might be Canadian. They might be Canadian.
All right, you guys, you know how they have Canadian bacon?
Totally.
Uh-huh.
All right, well, it's total bullshit because it's just ham.
Right?
Americans know what bacon looks like. They're a nation of food liars.
Food liars.
They could hand you a bologna sandwich, and it will really be broken glass. Watch out.
Watch out, they might be Canadian. Watch out, they might be Canadian. Watch out, they might be Canadian. They might be Canadian. They might be Canadian.
And did you know that some of our most famous Americans, well, they're not American at all.
No.
They're actually Canadian.
Like who?
Oh, I came up with a whole list I studied on Wikipedia. Well, there's Pamela Anderson.
Canadian.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Canadian.
Michael J. Fox.
Canadian.
Alanis Morissette.
Canadian.
Mr. Rogers.
Canadian.
That guy from Star Trek.
Canadian?
Canadian.
George Washington.
Oh my
The
God.
father of our
I heard he's from
country is
Saskatchewan.
Canadian?
Oh, I think I'm going to be sick.
Son of a bitch.
Watch out, they might be Canadian. Watch out, they might be Canadian.